It's time now for a look at latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Board of Education met for the first time in the year 2025 on Tuesday in a work session at the Tech Center. Following personnel, it was announced that interim school superintendent Tony Williams is one step closer to having the term interim removed and becoming Wayne County's full-time school superintendent. It was a 4-1 vote, with board member Sharon Daniel casting the only dissenting vote. The board has to wait 14 days before they can make the final vote, but the majority of the board pleased with the job that Tony Williams has done since stepping in as interim school superintendent, and it looks like in a couple of weeks the job will be hers full-time. First item of business Tuesday was the election of chairman and vice chairman for the next 2 years, and at first Sharon Daniel motioned that board member Bruce Harris remain as chairman. Daniel says she felt that Harris has done a fine job and should remain as chairman. Bruce Harris himself seconded the nomination, but the vote was taken, and Harris failed on a 2-3 vote, with board members Tina Mosley, Todd Wise, and Kerry Yarborough all voting no. Next, Todd Wise motioned for Tina Mosley for the chairman, citing her knowledge as a teacher. It was seconded by Kerry Yarborough and voted on a 4-1 vote, with Sharon Daniel casting the only no vote. Tina Mosley then motioned that Todd Wise serve as vice chairman, and that vote was unanimous. Next item on the agenda was an update on the capital outlay projects. Board member Kerry Yarborough requested information on how much those portable trailers at James E. Bacon cost the school system. Here was Tony Williams giving that information along with the update on the capital outlay projects.
Have some capital projects updates. I'm going to give the updates first, and then we have an item that we need action on. So James E. Bacon, they had the final inspection yesterday. We're going to be receiving the final invoices for that. There'll be some closeout documents that will be submitted to us from the architect and contractor. The board will approve those hopefully at the next meeting, assuming the paperwork comes in. And we will submit that to Department of Education, and they will release the final 10% of the funds that they're holding, the state funds on that project, and that project will be closed out. We have all of the warranty documents in my office. If any issues come up, we have all the documentation on that. At the last meeting, Mr. Yarborough, you asked about the cost of what we call the learning cottage at Arthur Williams. The annual cost of that is a little over $57,000 for those learning cottages. The setup cost was right at $43,000 to set that up. So that was some information that you requested. So I'm giving that to you. The Wayne County High School roof, as you know, was damaged in the hurricane, and that's been, yes ma'am.
Can we back up to those learning colleges?
Yes ma'am.
Yeah, you said it $57,000, is that a year?
That's a year. That is the lease, cost of the lease on those.
So with the setup, we're at $100,000 on that?
Yes, sir.
And so that's gonna be $100,000 a year?
No, ma'am. The setup was the one-time fee, and then the $57,000 is an annual cost.
So in 2 years, for those 2 trailers, because we're gonna call it what it is.
14,000.
Yeah. It'll be at $114,000. And if you have 3 years, and I know, I've heard about the difference between the lease and the purchase, but, that just seems like a lot to me. And the reason why I say, shouldn't be a reason, but if you purchased a trailer before and you look at the market of what mobile homes are, and let's say we have to stay in there 4 years, that's $200,000, am I right? A little over $200,000? That's a lot for trailers. We don't even have any furniture in it. But you know what I'm saying.
I do, I understand. I will be glad to review that contract to see what the termination clause is in that.
So can I ask you this also, Ms. Williams, if it's $57,000 a year per trailer,
that's for the total.
For the total,
Yes, sir.
the $43,000 was for installation, correct?
Right.
So if we're paying $57,000 per unit, and we had to give.
That was for both units.
That's for both units, and we have to give them back or we terminate our lease, we have to eat that money. We don't get
I'm
anything
gonna look
back in
at the,
return.
I'm gonna look at the contract and
Okay.
see what the termination clause is.
Okay,
And see under what conditions we can terminate the lease.
yes, ma'am.
I'll probably have to get legal to look at it with me, but I can do that. I believe this was done maybe July or August. I'm not sure.
And what I was agreeing with on Ms. Daniels, because if we do this for 2 or 3 years, and we're $200,000 into it, and then we just turn around and give them back, and we ate $200,000 that way.
Right, yes, sir.
And once again, that part of the discussion last night, again, the school superintendent stated they will close out James E. Bacon. Finally, should get the final figures. Again, what began as a $14 million renovation project ballooned close to about a $30 million project. Should get the final totals at the next board meeting. Board also made a decision as they talked about the upcoming 3 major construction projects, the Ag Center, the new ROTC building, and a new weight room. Board has voted to instead seeking competitive sealed bids. They instead will use a construction management at risk approach in which the superintendent board will hire a construction manager who will work for the Board of Education and work for the best interests of the superintendent and the Board of Education. They'll be able to make certain that there is a guaranteed price on the projects. Once again, they will first hire this construction manager at a cost, but this construction manager will be able to guide the board through the process of those 3 big projects, looked after the board's best interests and not that of the company hired to build the facilities. Again, that decision Tuesday's Board of Education meeting. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops. We'll have more from the school board meeting after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Other news from the school board meeting on the agenda was the Juneteenth holiday. Board member Sharon Daniels says this is a recognized federal holiday. She wants the employees paid and have that day off. Currently, full-time employees have 10 holidays and that they are off and paid for, but Juneteenth not one of them. No decision made Tuesday, but they state it'll be on the agenda and up for discussion at their next meeting. Personnel always on the agenda. After an executive session, here's the list approved on Tuesday. Certified recommendations: Michael Copley, Wayne County High School; Mallory Jones, James E. Bacon Elementary; June Connor, James E. Bacon Elementary; Cody Tyre, Wayne County High School. Certified resignations: Jared Ackley, Wayne County High School; Julia Cockfield, James E. Bacon Elementary School; Brian Simon from the central office; Sarah Thompson, James E. Bacon Elementary School. Classified recommendations: Dolores Dorsey, Transportation; Charlotte Fowler, James E. Bacon Elementary; Stacy Harper, Martha Puckett Middle School; David Oliver, Transportation; and Mozilla Payne, Transportation. Classified resignations: Allison Bean, Transportation; Rebecca Laird, Martha Ross Smith Elementary; Marquita Robinson, Wayne County High School; and Abigail Watson, Arthur Williams Middle School. Sheriff's Department still investigating that fatal shooting which occurred early Saturday morning around 3 a.m. on Grantham Road. Sheriff's Department says warrants are being written up as they have a suspect in custody. Should have the details on Thursday's newscast. 1 male was shot and killed. Once again, should have the full press release from the Sheriff's Department sometime late this afternoon. Have the full report for you tomorrow here on the local news. Once again, the fatal shooting occurred at 3 a.m. Saturday morning on Grantham Road. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news this Thursday night at the high school auditorium beginning at 7 p.m., the annual Big Man on Campus contest. Always a full house and great entertainment. Here's a list of this year's contestants: Timothy Kunda, Tyler Schrum, Chase Grantham, Will Green, Tate Altman, Noah Pope, Nick Thomas, Malik Hassel, Jamichael Pittman, Jordan Jones, Jude Bryant, Landon McReady, Isaiah Lee, Gavin Orvin, Bo Smith, and Amir Spears. One of these young men will walk away with the title Big Man on Campus tomorrow night. And tickets are $10 sold at the door the night of the event. Again, it's all taking place tomorrow at 7 p.m., 5 and under admitted free. Again, the Big Man on Campus event tomorrow night at the high school auditorium. Once again, the time, 7 p.m. Less than a week away from the presidential inauguration in Washington, D.C., and the Wayne County Republican Party is inviting everyone to a watch party this coming Monday at the Strand Theater from 11:30 to 1:30. Refreshments can be purchased from the theater during the event. Once again, this is hosted by the local Republican Party in Wayne County, but everyone is invited to attend. Annual Martin Luther King Parade in Jesup will be held this Saturday, January 18th, beginning at 1 p.m. in downtown Jesup. Grand marshals will be Dr. Brian Simon and Tierran Smith. Parade lineup will begin at 12 noon with the parade at 1 p.m. On Sunday, January 18th, they'll have a service at 5 p.m. at the Bennett Missionary Baptist Church. Guest speaker will be State Representative Al Williams. This coming Tuesday, Wayne Memorial Hospital Blood Connection hosting a blood drive. Again, Blood Connection is a supplemental provider for Wayne Memorial Hospital. The blood drive will take place Tuesday from 11 to 6 at the hospital parking lot. Bloodmobile will be located on the right side of the main parking lot near the cafeteria. To make an appointment to donate blood, they ask you to log on to the Blood Connection website, bloodconnection.org, type in Jesup or the sponsor code 7980. Appointments are encouraged, but again, walk-ins will be welcome this coming Tuesday. Once again, the blood drive Tuesday from 11 to 6 at Wayne Memorial Hospital parking lot. And that's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.